Good evening. I'm meteorologist Christina Sanjuan. It's just after 8 o'clock on this Sunday, and I wanted to address all of the misinformation that's been floating around social media lately regarding Hurricane Lee's projected path. So let's try to clear up some of that. First, we're taking a look at the wider view of the Atlantic because Lee isn't even the only storm. So really it should come as no surprise that it's actually the climatological peak of the hurricane season. So we do have Tropical Storm Margot that's churning out into the open water far away from any land, and then two disturbances that formed off the coast of Africa. Now, little to no chance of development in the next several days for those two. It's really just kind of something to watch for now. So getting back to Hurricane Lee, the last update from the National Hurricane Center was at the 5 o'clock hour, and it did gain a bit of strength from the Category 2 it was this morning. Once again considered a major hurricane at Category 3 status. So max sustained wind of 120 miles per hour, and you can see that it's really redeveloped that textbook pinwheel eye that we look for as it very slowly turns on to the west-northwest at about 8 miles per hour. Pretty slow there, and it's expected to continue slowing down. Now, that defined eye telling us it's trying to get its organization back together. Moving on to this track, it may briefly become a Category 4, but then as it makes that northward turn toward Bermuda, it is going to slowly weaken into eventually a Category 2 and then a 1, so a relatively weaker storm. Now, there's a few outliers that you can see here on the spaghetti plot that maybe are trying to push it toward New England, but the majority of models have been persistent on pushing it farther to the north off the coast of Canada or not making landfall at all. So it's just simply too soon for specifics, especially talking those impacts. But I will say that rough surf and dangerous rip currents will likely be the main impacts all along the east coast in the coming days, likely to worsen actually as it does make that northward turn. It's still going to remain hundreds of miles off the coast though, so just keep in mind there's still plenty of room for change with this storm. So we're of course going to continue keeping you updated on air and online.